Hey everybody, happy Monday. Just have a few things to share with you today. It's kind of a all-in-one video, right? So I got these dies in from Molly Square today. These were a daily deal. You got all three for 22 something plus shipping. So they turned out to be like $7, almost $8, I guess, with shipping included. And they're all fairies. So the first one is this fairy here. You could see her in that picture. And it's Fairy Callie. So it will cut and emboss and stencil. One of the new spellbinders. And it is 4 1/8 by 1 7/8 inches. That's the size of this fairy. And I'm wondering if this is the size of the stencil here, or the die in the picture. So you can see that one. And then this one is Fairy Ariana, and there's actually two pieces in here. You get the what do you call this? The wand separately as a die from the fairy, and you can see her in the picture there. If it's focusing. Different position. And this one is, the fairy is 2 by 3.5. So she's bigger. It appears. No, guess not. And then the last one was Fairy Sierra. And again, she's in a different position. You get, again, the wand separately from the fairy. So those are the 3 dies that I got together as a set. And sorry about the glare. Then I've been playing with my Tim Holtz Distress markers and that little airbrush thingy. I hadn't used it yet, so this is what I came up with. I used his stencil too, and I haven't used the stencils very much either. So this is the eye chart stencil, and this is obviously the positive. And I hit it with some water after I let it dry, just to see it, like, you know, reactivate the ink. This is picked raspberry and broken china together on the stencil, or on the tag here. And then, because I prescribe to the Diane Reevely method, you never waste any ink, I took the stencil that I had been airbrushing through and put it face down onto the tag. So you never waste any ink, right? So this is the negative of it. Of course, because it is letters, they're backwards, but who cares, right? This could be a nice background for something. So that's how I got the second tag. But that's that. And then I have 2 card shares. These are 2 of the, I think these are finished cards now for my swap that I am participating in for Betty, who is Scrap Passion 01 here on YouTube. So these are 2 of the 4 to 5 cards that I have to make for the swap group that I'm in. I'm in the Gorgeous Gold group. So I showed you the hair and the skin. Oh no, I showed you just the hair and the cutouts. And now these are all colored up or paper pieced up now and put onto the card. So the first card here, and actually, I'll confess, I had to color her a second time, because when I colored the skin, she was actually the last doll to color the skin, where I was coloring the skin, and I didn't like how the skin turned out. So I recolored her, but instead of using the warm gray Copic colors, I used the cool gray. And if anybody is wondering what's the difference, well, the warm gray, the W's, you use with warm colors. Like, if the color of her clothes are going to be part of the warm color range, like reds, yellows, oranges, you want to use the warm grays. Okay? And if her hair is colored with the cool grays, you want to use cool colors like green, blue, purple, violet. Somewhere in those tones, right? So that is kind of a guideline to use when you're coloring black hair. So you can see the difference, right? This is the warm gray color, and this is the, I'm sorry, reversed. This is the cool gray, and this is the warm gray. So it does look slightly different. And so with this, I colored her dress used in socks. See if I can remember now. The gray in the socks is actually W3, and excuse the gesso on my finger, W3 and W5 in the socks. And then the green that you see in the socks and in the dress is two different Copics. And it was BG90 and BG93. And I thought that best matched this paper. And the paper line is the Chalk Studio paper. Since I still had it out, I wanted to play with it some more. And I used the little cutouts, or I'm sorry, the chipboard cutouts from the collection. And then I had these two sequins are, I think, Teresa Collins sequins. There's a big one and a small one layered up. And then there's some black bling here. So, and of course, I just colored the birds gray because I was just thinking doves or something like that, or pigeons. So, she's just sitting out there on the wire. And I used some, this is the Hobby Lobby black heavyweight cardstock. It is not as heavyweight as the Michaels Recollections heavyweight cardstock, which I like better. So once I use up this package of black, I'll probably go to Michaels and get theirs instead, because it is heavier, but it's still good weight. And on the inside, I used two of the designer papers again. What I did was cut a mat and also cut this little piece of paper, and it's actually just folded on this side and tucked underneath this other paper, or glued underneath the paper to make a pocket that looks like an arrow. And that's so I can insert this tag. So whoever gets this particular card, I'm just going to write my note on this tag. And this tag is a American Crafts tag, so they can reuse the card if they like. So that's the first card, and then the back just has my stamp on it. The second card is this one, and I don't remember the names of the stamps, I'm sorry. These are the newer, larger Gorgeous Girl stamps, by the way. So this one again uses the Chalk Studio by My Mind's Eye. This one has a little bit more going on the cover. With the girl, I paper pieced her dress using a cardstock piece from the collection, so I could match exactly the background color. And I was trying to find the right Copic for it, but I just couldn't seem to find it to my liking, because I had started to color and I was like, this is not turning out the way I wanted to, so instead I paper pieced her dress. And then the black dots are made with a Copic marker, and I used my Spica markers to put some glitter on her dress, on the polka dots, and on the socks. And then I glossy accented her little shoes, because I thought they're really cute. And then on the bow, there's a little piece of, it's a little tiny heart bling in pink, which is also paper pieced. And then on the bow here, on this twine, and the twine comes from the collection too, which is why it matches so well. I put another piece of bling, and the high is stickers, thickers, and they're glittery as well to kind of match up with the dress. And then I put a little tiny heart bling here too in the eye, which I thought was cute. And then this bling here is from Recollections. They're just two different types of swirls that I cut apart and kind of put it up there. I did pop her up, so you can see that, two thicknesses of foam, so that she would stand up a little bit from the card. So that's the outside, and this one opens up this way, and I used again the pattern paper from the collection. You'll be able to write your message in here. And so that's the second card, and 3 more to go. So that's my share for today, and I hope everybody has a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.